Horoscope for Scorpio, Monday, 27 April 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. You feel that pressure in the air, Scorpio? It's as if the atmosphere has become denser, as if a storm is glistening on the horizon, even though the sky still seems clear. It's not a tension that seeks to scare you, but one that forces you to pay attention. Today, the universe presents you with an intriguing challenge. The energy of the sun is in a direct confrontation with Pluto, and that feels like an electric pulse, an internal struggle between what you want to project and what you know, in the depths of your being, that must be transformed. To this adds a mental friction, a small short circuit between your ideas and your expectations, because Mercury is in tension with Jupiter. You may feel that words are short for you, or that your plans seem to expand beyond what you can process right now. But do not run away from this friction. It is precisely in that friction that the spark of true wisdom is generated. That intensity that the cosmos imposes on you is no stranger to your own skin. Although today you do not feel a planetary presence that dictates your vitality, the very nature of your sign, Scorpio, manifests itself with a magnetic and silent force. You feel like a calm volcano, with an energy that doesn't need to scream to be noticed. It is a physical readiness to observe, to be alert, to feel every change in temperature or every look that is set upon you. Your body is a radar today. You can feel a slight tension at the base of the neck or a feeling of weight in the chest, not as a disease, but as the preparation of an athlete before a great competition. You are accumulating a latent force, a capacity for resistance that will allow you to navigate the tension of the day with unshakable dignity. Taking this energy to the ground of your achievements and your livelihood, the panorama becomes fascinating and complex. Venus is located in your house 8, the house of deep transformations and shared resources. This suggests that your gaze is not only on what you gain, but on how you relate to the abundance of others. You might find yourself reviewing a bank statement or perhaps managing a pending payment, and notice that there is an opportunity for change in the way you handle your debts or investments. There is an energy of expansion that comes from Sagittarius in your resource zone, which invites you to be bold, but Leo's presence in your professional area asks you to sanctify your brightness and authority. Imagine you're in a meeting, or maybe writing an important email for a client, and suddenly, an idea of how to optimize a shared budget illuminates you. It's a time for smart negotiation, to use your charm to ensure your value is recognized. Do not be afraid to look closely at what others fear to touch, such as contracts or legacies, because that is where your current financial power resides. But we cannot ignore how this cosmic movement impacts your day-to-day, that invisible rhythm that sustains your existence. Your area of routine and health is now particularly busy. With Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and Neptune gathered in your house 6, your everyday world feels like an orchestra where all musicians play different particles at the same time. It's a workload or responsibility that can be overwhelming if you don't know how to organize yourself. You can feel the urgency of Mars, that urge to want to cross everything off your list of earrings right away. But Saturn imposes a limit on you, reminding you that discipline is your best ally. You may very well experience a sense of mental fatigue, as if your brain had too many open eyelashes in the browser due to Neptune's influence. You may find it hard to focus on a simple task, such as washing dishes or answering a WhatsApp message, because your mind is sailing in cloudy waters. The gold advice here is the structure. Don't try to conquer the mountain in one jump. Divide your tasks into tiny steps. If you feel stress clouding your eyesight, stop, breathe, and look for a moment of silence. Your body is asking you to put order in chaos so that routine does not become a prison, but a haven of efficiency. If we look now at the sanctuary of your heart and your bonds, the narrative becomes deeply emotional and transformative. The sky presents you with a scene of intense contrasts. On the one hand, you have the Sun and Uranus in your home 7, which can bring unexpected encounters or a sudden need for independence in your close relationships. You could get an unexpected message from someone you didn't expect, or maybe a conversation with your partner or partner will force you to break up with old patterns. On the other hand, the moon in your home 11 connects you with your groups of friends and your long-term dreams, giving you a special sensitivity to understand the needs of your community. However, we cannot ignore Pluto's depth in your house 4 and Venus in your house 8. There is an underground stream of emotions that touches your roots, your home, and your intimacy. It is possible that a family memory or a situation in the house evokes a need to heal something very old. Imagine that while you share a coffee with a friend, a theme emerges that touches a very intimate fiber of your past. Don't be frightened by intensity. It's the opportunity to clean up what no longer serves to make your bonds more authentic and deeply transformative. The presence of Pisces in your area of creativity also gives you a poetic sensitivity, allowing you to find beauty even in the melancholy of a reunion or in the depth of a shared silence. And in the midst of this whirlwind of emotions and responsibilities, your mind seeks a port, a place where learning and expansion find meaning. Jupiter in your house 9 is whispering to you that the horizon is much wider than you think. There is a thirst for knowledge, a spark of faith that ignites when you immerse yourself in a book, a podcast, or a new philosophy of life. Despite Capricorn's structure in your area of communication, which asks you to be pragmatic and concrete, Jupiter's energy invites you to dream of great ideas. You can have that mental click, that moment of enlightenment as you walk through the park or as you wait in a row, where you finally understand how to connect your studies or your projects with your purpose of life. Libra's influence on your house 12 asks you to also listen to your intuition, which not everything has to be logical or rational. Sometimes the most important answer will not come from statistical data, but from a vivid dream or a hunch that you cannot explain, but that you feel in the mouth of your stomach. If you feel today you need to do a ritual to manage this cosmic tension and find your center, I propose attention alchemy. Since the Sun and Mercury are in challenging aspects, we need to release the burden so that clarity can return. Find a small piece of paper and a pen. In a moment of calm, preferably when you are alone, write on that paper everything that is irritating you today. That email that generates anxiety, that comment that bothered you, or that doubt that does not allow you to advance. Don't hold back, let your hand flow. Once you have overturned all that load, visualize how a pure white light wraps the paper, dissolving the density of those words. Then, break the paper into very small pieces, almost as if it were dust, and place it in the outer trash or in a place where it disintegrates, decreeing with force. I let go of what weighs me, release what stops me, and allow clarity to flow in my life. To finish, wash your hands with cold water and some soap, imagining that the water takes any residue of that irritation, leaving your energy clean and renewed. For today, I propose the color maroon or burgundy. This deep and earthly tone resonates with Pluto's energy that is present in your day. Use some of this color, whether it's a detail on your clothes, the wallpaper on your phone, or even a cup of coffee, will serve as a visual anchor. It will remind you that you have the strength to navigate the transformations and that you possess the necessary depth to find treasures where others only see shadows. It doesn't have to be something flashy. The important thing is the intention to connect with your own inner power. Remember that the most important thing is not the object itself, but the reminder that this color brings to your consciousness. Trust your ability to be reborn, because today, every challenge is simply the prelude to a new and more powerful version of yourself. Have a good day, dear Scorpio. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.